Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. Today's a special day because you're here, I'm here, we are sharing in this collective message together. You guys have been cooking up something good. That's what I'm getting. You guys have been cooking up something tasty. There's a new kind of frequency that wants to come through today. There's a new energy that I'm feeling. Some kind of crossroads potentially as you really embrace the new and feel ready to leave something behind for good. A cycle that has actually been closed out in the past and may be resurfacing for you to look at, become more consciously aware of, and embrace the change is what I'm getting. It's not because you've done something wrong. It's actually because your soul is so ready to purge this old frequency and allow all of this new stuff to come through. There is a season of blessings that wants to come through for you. And you guys have been working hard. I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm getting. You've been working really hard. Pushing ahead, to make something happen. And there's a message here that says, a lot of you guys don't even know how good you are. You don't even realize how magnetic you are. You're special. You are exceptional because there's nobody in this world like you. And I understand. I say that a lot. But I feel like if there's anything that you can take away from this message today, it is that you don't have to strive to be someone else or be a better version of yourself. It's okay to want to grow, and it's very much in your nature to want to expand and want to build and want to improve on things, and that's okay. But, and I'm saying this because I love you guys, you don't have to try so hard. Some of you guys are really holding yourself back because your authentic version of self, the one that's just going through the process and naturally, organically expanding, is the version that is the most aligned. It is for your highest good. And you don't have to doubt that you're making progress in your life. Look at how far you have come. And look at how far you're going to continue to go. And do it without the shame. Do it without any kind of guilt or comparison energy or striving. Because you just don't need to. You just don't need to. Like I said, it's okay to want to be better. But you're so beautiful and worthy the way that you are right now. The work that you're doing is amazing. And I get that this channel, the way that we speak here, is very practical. There's a lot of advice in these readings. And that's the whole point, is so that we can become more consciously aware of things and continue to grow. But you don't have to take this advice with guilt that you're not doing good enough or any kind of shame that you need to be further along, right? Just trust that everything is happening in its divine timing. You are where you need to be right now. The work that you're doing is amazing. So just continue to make those 1% improvements, right? You don't have to aim for a home run every time. Sometimes we hit those home runs. We make these giant leaps forward and we have these shifts. And what I'm getting is that if you take some of this pressure off of yourself and you just embrace that you are who you need to be right now, and you're moving in the direction that you need to go in right now. If you embrace that, you're going to continue to incrementally move things forward, and you're going to hit those home runs more effortlessly. And there's something that's going to come in for you. There's like a gift, some kind of windfall or some kind of shift, a change to a relationship, a conversation. There's something that wants to come in for you if you just take that pressure off yourself, right? I mean, getting the 1, 2, 3 synchronicities, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be easy. Things should just be easy. They should be flowing, right? If you just take that pressure off yourself, you're going to find more flow in your life. I get that you've been working hard and it's beautiful. I get disciplined energy here, right? 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I get like spiritual discipline here, spiritual hygiene. You guys have made a commitment to something, showing up every day and consistently leaning into some kind of spiritual practice. There may be a group effort here, Three of Pentacles, getting organized, working on some kind of project. Some of you guys might be artists. Some of you might even be walking away from an old work situation in favor of something new, and it might feel like a bit of a pilgrimage at this point in time, right? Some of you are working so hard that you don't even see that you're about to make some kind of a breakthrough. Like 10 of Wands, completion energy. Like you've had your head down and you've been grinding, some of you, and you don't even see how close you are. And as soon as you take that pressure off and you embrace that sun energy, that solar consciousness, the light that is inside of you, something's gonna happen. There's a receptivity quality here that's going to open up for you. I get that the universe, right? Your spirit wants you to embrace this sun energy. I think that's why it's coming out in reverse here, right? And if things are feeling a little bit depressing, if things are feeling like it's a bit of a grind, it's okay to take a step back, right? Zoom out. Change or shift the perspective into one of gratitude. Gratitude for who you are. Gratitude for the decision that you've made to leave something behind and go on that journey. Like that in itself is huge. And you guys, from what I'm seeing, there's so much courage here. I really admire the steps that you've been taking moving forward. You don't just have to take my word for it. This is for you to internalize. This is the perspective that Spirit wants you to really embody. Gratitude for yourself and how far you've come. Just take the pressure off, because this thing has been happening naturally, organically. There's intuition that's going to open up for you. There's more of a bodily connection, bodily sensations that are going to be guiding you here. And try to recognize right now where you might be holding a bit of tension in the body, because subconsciously you might feel like you aren't where you need to be right now. Try to diagnose where that might be happening. If you're getting any kind of like, there's something about itchiness here. If you ever feel itchy, it's a sign that you subconsciously feel like you're not in the right place, right? And you can take that information and you can move forward. You can move in a different direction. You can take action. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow out of a situation or feeling like you're ready to move on, but do it from a detached place. Do it from a place of unconditional love with no shame, no guilt, because the past has informed you. The past has molded you into the person you are right now. I don't think you could have gone on this pilgrimage without the experiences that you've gone through. And it will always be a part of you in the sense that you're always going to have this wisdom. You're always going to have this experience. But a big message here is don't let your past hold you back. South Node energy. There's a major karmic completion that has already taken place. I'm not really going to talk a lot about the past in this reading. I don't think it's the time for it. But what I want to say, does that even make sense? What I want to say is that I get the Devil, the World card, and the Two of Swords in the past. So let's just touch on that really quickly, because there is a major soul cycle that has been completed. Your spirit is saying that something's done. It's over with, and you've learned everything that you need from this situation. You've got everything out of it that you can. Some kind of devil energy, and some people say that the devil is the most powerful card in the tarot. And I can agree with that from some kind of perspective, right? It's the energy that keeps us bound to these lower realms, this earthly realm. You guys are consciously transcending some kind of devil energy. You've already done it. You've actually already walked away from it. And I feel like something about this old cycle, this old devil energy, something about performance and the Capricornian energy and the feelings of control and pleasure that we get from actually performing at a certain standard, this has actually made its way around and closed itself out, and you're ready to move on from this. And there's something about it that's coming into your conscious awareness at this time to help you do some kind of soul review, recognize how far you've come and how ready you are to move on and leave this thing behind. I think Neptune retrograde is relevant here, and something about the Capricorn full moon that has just passed. The World card is saying, like, you've accomplished the letting go aspect of this. Like, you've done it, you've walked away, and you've done it by actually looking at something that was really difficult to look at. Two of Swords in the reverse. Like, you guys are so brave, and you've freed yourself. You've taken the blindfold off and brought conscious awareness into this area of your life, whatever it is. It's this solar consciousness. And I'm getting that maybe there's been a shift in the past and you were experiencing this flow. You were in this sun energy. And now there's some kind of old frequency that's trying to creep its way back in, but it's actually done. And what you guys need to do right now is find that emotional center and be detached, right? Detach yourself from the result. Whatever this thing is you're working on, it's beautiful. It's growing. I see the 7 of Pentacles here, right? You've planted some seeds and it's growing. Slowly but surely, you're making this progress. And like I said, you've been working so hard, you might not even realize how close you are to some kind of a windfall, some kind of a breakthrough here. All right, but be detached from the result and just keep finding that emotional center and coming back to that place of gratitude for self. Feelings of accomplishment just because, like, it's an internal sense of worth. Like, it's nothing to do with the external, because that's what was creating all of this forward movement. That's what actually freed you from this devil energy, was that emotional centering and not being attached to the external. That's actually what freed you and created all of this forward movement. So try to go back and find that. And I think there's something about, like, you're freeing yourself. This new frequency that I'm picking up on, this energy that wants to come in, is a frequency of freedom. Being free to do the things that light you up and follow your highest excitement. That's the new era of your life. There's a new chapter of your life that is here for you now. I think something about comparison, 5 of Wands energy, all right, trying to strive to be... I mean, look, we can have people around us who we really admire, and we see what they're doing, and we're like, yeah, like, I want to incorporate more of that into my energy. Or there's things that I can take from their practice, right? There's certain techniques or certain things that they're doing that I really admire and I want to integrate into my own life. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all learning from each other. We're all this little puzzle piece, all right, in this grand tapestry of life. We're all playing a role here. But I feel like sometimes we can get lost in that comparison. And it comes from an old lack mentality, old conditioning, old programming that says, I need to be someone else. I need to perform as somebody else so that I can get affection, so that I can get admiration, so that I can get physical support. And be kind to yourselves, right? Like, this is why the shame has no place here, because you've come from a lot. There's a collective here that has been through a lot, and we're changing that story. That's not who we are anymore, but that's where the conditioning is coming from. It's coming from a place of lack that says, I'm not good enough as my own self. You know, some of us have had pressure put on us, have had to grow up too fast, or have been held to some kind of unhealthy standard. And there's so many ways that society will do that to us. There's so many ways that certain people will do that to us when we're growing up. But we're breaking out of that. And what's coming into your conscious awareness right now, what you're catching yourself doing, is potentially being in that comparison energy. And what I want to say is that we always see the best versions of other people. Think about it, right? Capricorn energy, the 10th house, public persona, success, recognition, that outward projection of ourselves. And what we're seeing in other people is their best version of themselves. And I'm not saying we should compare in the sense that, oh, okay, this person's like pretending to be someone that they're not. Not at all. It's just that we can't even really compare. It's a fallacy. It's not possible because we don't understand what other people have gone through. We don't understand what some kind of a front some people might be putting on. right? There's all kinds of ways to make yourself look good, right? Social media might be relevant here, okay? But the point is, anybody around you that you might be comparing yourself to, even in subtle subconscious ways, they don't have the experience that you have. They haven't gone through the experiences that you've gone through. They can't speak about certain things the way that you can. They don't like certain things the way that you do. They don't have certain like hobbies or perspectives or ways that they do things. And maybe you guys are really not doing yourself justice in some areas of your life when you are potentially focusing a lot on other people and you're not necessarily seeing your own gifts. Like, you guys are so worthy. And your soul has created this life experience for you and created this avatar for you. This higher soul perspective is saying that there's an avatar, there's a vessel that has been created for you that is so unique. And this is the vessel that we get to use to explore this life experience, right? And no one else has it. No one else has your gifts. No one else can show up in the way that you can. And you might be really doing yourself a disservice if you're not seeing those gifts. You're so worthy of being celebrated exactly the way that you are. And if you continue to shine, if you embody that sun energy and connect with that internal sense of solar consciousness, that internal light, all it's going to do is radiate love and joy and positivity and authenticity, and you're going to continue to attract everything that you need. High Priestess on the feminine side of the spread, you're going to attract those intuitive knowings. You're going to be tapping into intuition on a deeper level, and you're going to open yourself up to this feminine receptivity that is going to give you the resources. It's going to give you the right people, right? The right friendships, the right relationships, right? The right experiences, those inspired actions that say, okay, like, I'm just chilling, doing my work. I'm in the 10 of Wands, right? Like, I've been hitting it hard, right? But if you just take that pressure off and really sit in that internal solar energy, the one that says, I'm so valuable and worthy the way that I am, that's when you get that little inspired insight. That's when you get that idea that moves the project forward. That's when you get that perfect lyric or that perfect shade of color that you need to add to the canvas. That's when you get that pull to go somewhere that you wouldn't usually go. Break out of some kind of routine and take that inspired action, and that's when you meet the person that you need to meet. You're tapping into your intuition. The more that you can align yourself with your authentic soul's frequency, it's here to be seen. This avatar that was created for yourself is here to shine. It's here to be seen. And what I'm getting is that there's people that need you. You're the missing piece of the puzzle in other people's life, in other people's projects, right? And this is all about you, in a sense. Like, do this for you. It's all about internal motivation. Like, make this art for you because you love it. Go on this adventure because you want to. Like, make this travel plan because it's something that you want to do. But aside from that, like, we are all these puzzle pieces in this big puzzle of life. So you're going to find that synchronistically, things are going to line up for you. So you're in the right place at the right time. You're meeting the right people who you can learn from, who can help you move things forward, and you can help them. And it's all from a place of no pressure because you're creating a starting point that says, I am worthy, I am valuable, I'm doing my best and just showing up every day and just being my best damn self. And all you're going to do is attract other people who see you in that light. They're going to recognize you as somebody who's special, who's valuable, right? And like I said, I get the 7 of Pentacles. So the seeds have been planted, right? Even if you might be feeling that temptation to kind of look around what other people are doing, don't worry, right? Because Spirit's saying the seeds have been planted. The process is happening. You set the intentions. And you can see the root system here. The plant doesn't look super big, right? But the root system is actually your love, your compassion for self. It's the energy that you're putting into this. The root system is your intentions. Your willingness to create something beautiful in the world, something that lasts, something that can stand on its own. Even if this is a relationship, you're creating something that's long term. If you're working on a project, a piece of art, some kind of anything to do with work or purpose, right? You're trying to create something that's going to have an impact. It's going to last. It's going to stand the test of time. And this message is saying you can trust that the seeds have been planted, because the seeds are your love, your attention, your intention. And even if the plant doesn't look super big, it's all good. Look at the root system. I mean, you can't even see it, right? You can't see how deep these roots are going. Now I'm getting like bamboo. The thing about bamboo is like it barely grows, but the roots go down so deep. There's a process that happens where the roots go so deep into the ground, and then one day, bam, you hit that home run. You shift, because you've been doing all that work. You've been changing the story. You've been feeding yourself with love. You've been watering that plant with unconditional love. So try not to get too again, let it happen organically. Don't get too hands-on with it. You can see, I mean, it looks like this dude's kind of doing energy work on the plant, which I vibe with. You can give Reiki energy to plants. Just saying, it's a good way to go about it. But what I'm kind of reading here, the way I'm interpreting this card today, is that maybe there's sun energy, there's solar energy that's being blocked by the hand, by a need to control because of some kind of comparison energy. You're so worthy, guys. You're so worthy of receiving this harvest. You're so worthy of receiving this windfall, of having this shift, right? Because you're you. So don't worry too much about blocking the plant, right? Trying too hard to protect it, because it's gotten to a point where it can stand on its own. It looks quite hardy, right? And don't try to pull the soil back and have a look at the root system, right? Don't try to like convince other people that it's growing. Don't worry about what other people are doing, right? This thing is happening on its own time. It's happening for you. All of the confirmation is here in this reading, that the seeds that you've planted are growing, and they're beautiful seeds. And I get the Ace of Pentacles following that, and I get it coming out in reverse. And Spirit, I'm hearing like Spirit wants me to flip it around. We're shifting this thing here. We are totally shifting this reading. I think this Ace of Pentacles has come out in reverse. It's got something to do with this Five of Wands energy. And I also get the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So there may be some anxiety here about the growth, about money. There's a lack paradigm that is being shed. Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, right? We don't need to hold on so tightly, because Spirit, your Spirit is providing for you. It's giving you the experiences that you need to grow. And there's an abundance here of love. There's an abundance here of love. Beautiful, unconditionally loving energy that you can continue to water these seeds with. All of that is here for you. It's all about your frequency and vibration. If you can be in the frequency of love, compassion for self, all right, worthiness, knowing that you are valuable, all right, don't worry too much about projecting into the future and worrying about what's going to happen, because look, like I said, things get really practical here. We got to be mindful of it. But I'm just getting what's that quote? It's like right at the start of Star Wars Episode 1, and he's saying a Jedi considers the future, but doesn't compromise the present moment. A Jedi considers the future without compromising the present moment. And it's all about staying in this present moment. A present moment that says that you are worthy, you are valuable. And it's so fun. You know what's so good? Is that I just pulled my elbow up off the table, and this thing just flipped upside down on its own. The Ace of Pentacles. So if you can stay present with yourself, continue to alchemize any kind of discomfort that's coming up, right? Feel this stuff. Recognize it. There's so much power in acknowledging that you're feeling this way. That there's an old lack paradigm that's trying to pull itself back up out of the ground. There's so much power in sitting there, looking at it, saying, I feel you, I acknowledge you, you have served me in the past, there was a reason why I experienced you, and I love you for that, and I'm ready to change the story. You can show this old devil paradigm, this old Capricornian energy. You can show it unconditional love. You can say, I love you, and I let you go. I don't need you anymore. And that's what it's all about. Like staying present in that, feeling the emotions that come up, letting it release, and then potentially being inspired to move, do some kind of exercise to get the energy out. Maybe there's going to be crying. Maybe you're going to be inspired to have a conversation. All right. But the main thing is stay present with yourself. Don't project into the future and worry about what's going to happen based off this old energy. Sit with the energy, acknowledge it, show it unconditional love, and say, yo, that's not my story anymore. That's not my identity. I'm letting you go. And fill up that empty space with love, with value. Now I'm getting like, if you pull weeds out of the ground and you don't plant anything new, the weeds will grow again. It's like, try to fill that empty space that's being created here with love. Try to fill that empty space that's being created here with optimism for the future. And keep doing those affirmations. Keep telling yourself that new story. Keep saying, I am worthy. I am abundant. I am free. I am free. I am free. Keep affirming that to yourself, because that's what's going to be filling up the empty space. And that's what you're going to see grow in this life. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. If you keep putting positive momentum into this new story, you're going to see it grow. This thing's just going to grow. And that's where the energy work component comes into this. That's the energy that you can be feeding this plant with. Whatever it is you're working on, project, relationship, some kind of new journey, some destination that you're trying to reach, just keep feeding your own sense of unconditional love and value and worthiness. Keep feeding that. And you're just going to keep moving in the direction that you want to go. And there's going to be some kind of gift here. For real, I really mean that. Like, I don't, you know me, like, I don't lead you guys up the garden path. Like, it's all truth here. It's so practical and grounded, these readings, right? But there's an opportunity here to reach out and grab something that is being handed to you by your spirit. Your spirit's gifting you something. As soon as you take the pressure off, that's what I keep coming back to that. Keep coming back to that. Yo, it's literally, as soon as you detach from the outcome, detach from some kind of perception of who you think you need to be, as soon as you let that go and open up that space, something's going to happen. There's going to be some kind of shift, some kind of windfall, resources, conversations, people, yada yada. There's going to be something here for you. Then all you got to do is just reach out and grab it. Without the old story telling you, you know, you're not worthy. You know, it's too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't have a place in your life anymore. You're here in this new chapter of your life. Now get really excited. Like, this is this new energy. It's this new free energy, which is here for you. It's so here for you. And as a future position, it's really interesting here because I get the Queen of Swords, which is this really beautiful detached energy. And like I was saying before, your past is always going to be a part of you in the sense that there's so much wisdom here and growth. But what you're doing is changing your perception of the past and looking at it from a higher perspective, a soul perspective that says, I've learned, I've taken so much from these experiences, I've grown past them, I've grown out of them, I don't require them anymore, and I've let them go. And all of a sudden, you've recolored the past. And you're acting from that higher soul perspective that can actually just be in the present moment and doesn't have to make decisions based on a past story. Like, you are fully healing your past here. But what I get with this Queen of Swords and this detached energy and this feelings of like, I really don't care because I know that I'm doing my best. I'm so worthy and valuable, and like, I'm just showing up every day and just doing what I got to do, basically, from a place of love, not from a place of force, but from a place of love. When you're in that energy, I feel like there's some kind of, like, potentially, like, bit of a sneaky energy, or, like, maybe somebody around you that doesn't want to see you win. And potentially this is just a reflection of that old story and that old sense of self-sabotage, like Seven of Swords, right? And what's going to happen, I get this really funny kind of, like, message about somebody's going to be trying to, like, get away with something behind your back and be talking dirty about you or something like that. And they're going to walk straight into the Five of Swords. And they're going to almost meet their match. And it's like somebody else is going to cuss them out or something. Like there's some kind of plan or agenda that might be happening around you. And someone's really just going to walk straight into it. And you're not even going to have to do a thing. You're just going to be sitting here like the Queen of Swords. Just like, yeah, no, I know my worth. I know what I've been through. I know what I'm capable of. And I know what I choose to accept in my life. And I know what I choose not to accept in my life. Like, some of you guys might be experiencing, like, an external reflection of maybe something that's trying to, like, shame you or discourage you. And you guys are fully in the future position sitting here going, I am not available for you to shame me today. I am not available for you, whoever you are, to tell me what my story is, because I know my power, I know my worth, right? And there's a nice reminder here with this, like, this Five of Wands. Just saying, like, this Five of Wands, if you combine that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to get this Five of Swords energy, the need to win at all costs, and then there's no winners, right? So as you really step away and step into this new story, don't worry about the noise that's around you. And if there's some kind of old narrative or an old environment that you're freeing yourself from, don't worry about the noise. And if it starts getting really loud, it's a good sign that you're like out of there. You're out the door. And there's something that might be trying to hold on to you, but you're already gone. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're in this solar radiant energy. And this is your, like, I keep getting, like, this is your new life. This is the new chapter of your life. 31 on the clock as I say that, yo. This is the new chapter of your life. The Sun energy. The Ace of Pentacles energy. Because you're so worthy and you know that on an internal level. You're detached from the outcome, which is effectively fully freed yourself. This old cycle has been completed. There's no need to compare yourself to the people around you. You already understand that. You've opened up a deeper sense of intuition. Things start to feel more collaborative and there's more flow. It's like you're here. 10 of Wands, I'm getting like the 10 is like the 1 has ticked over into the new cycle. And you guys have been working so hard. You don't even realize that you're here. And the missing piece has been that Sun frequency. All along, that self-validation, that internal validation, Queen of Swords, detachment from the result here. It's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys. Because, like, this is like the devil in the world energy. It's like major soul cycle that's been closed out here. This is like some major work that's been done here. So you guys are absolutely crushing it. And just by the definition of this South Node, it's actually like you're walking into your North Node energy by not letting the past hold you back. You are following your North Star 100%, your own unique path, because there's no one in this world like you. And look at what comes out. Ace of Discs. Ace of Pentacles. How's that for confirmation? Right, what was I saying? Ace of Pentacles. And you see all the blue here? See all this beautiful blue? Sapphires might be relevant here. But this is about like an opportunity that's being handed to you. There's a gift here for you because you're standing in your truth. You're firmly standing in your own unique authenticity and your power. And like I said, the moment you do that, and you sit in that vortex, that frequency of undeniable self-worth and value and that royalty frequency, look at what comes in. Some of you guys are getting 2 gifts. You get 2 things. So that's really cool. And on the bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. I mean, it's so beautiful. We can totally shut it down and leave it there. Because, like, it's not just about the money. Like, you're being supported in this. And you're creating a safe space for you to grow, for you to experience life. You know, like, what if, like, we often say, like, life is a game. And what if life is not so much of a game as it is a play? And it's here for us to play and just go through the experience without having that pressure on yourself without having to strive to be something else? What if we can really sit in that frequency of I am playing here and I'm getting everything I need. I'm getting the resources to support me in this play so that I can really step into that sense of self-actualization, getting to the truth of who I am and creating my own unique reality. And I get the Three of Cups. Like I was saying, it's not all about the money. It's about the experience. It's about the feelings of joy. It's about that companionship, that kinship, that sense of soul family. Having these emotional connections with other people and being able to celebrate life. And that's what it's all about. You guys are doing it from the inside out. You guys are creating this from the inside out. You're so brave. You're so courageous. You've closed out a major cycle here. You've made the conscious decision to walk away from something, and you are currently alchemizing any kind of discomfort that comes with that and choosing to fill up this empty space with unconditional love for self and knowing that you're so valuable, you're so worthy. And as you fully step into this new chapter and you look up from this 10 of Wands frequency, you look up and you look around and you see that you are exactly where you need to be, and there's a whole new saga that's opening up in your life. It's here for you now. As soon as you do that, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, bada bing, bada bang. We're out here, guys. We're doing it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so proud of you guys. You're absolutely crushing it. And thank you for giving me the honor and the privilege of delivering these messages. It is my favorite thing in the world. Sit here and chop it up with you guys. And there's always a shift in the energy. The message is always exactly what I need in this present moment. And I just feel so nourished at the end of all of these readings. And you guys are such a big part of that. I'm so grateful that you continue to show up and do this work and step into your power, because we're all here sharing that energy together. It's such a beautiful thing, guys. Let's go. So with that, thank you so much for sharing this space with me, guys. I'm so grateful for you, and I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Let's go. I love you guys. World peace forever. Bye-bye.